The motive was that the parents should be connected to us without missing anything. I believe the parents' satisfaction or the numbers are the recommendation of their uh, whole soul approach. If you are dedicated to doing one thing without changing your focus, 100% you are bound to get success.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to Great Principles. I am Seema Choria. I bring to you another celebrated figure from the world of Indian academia. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, concerned citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is only the thing that ever has done the change. When I was reading upon our guest, these words resonated completely. It helped me to understand him better. He's a passionate educationist who took the leap of faith and stepped into the academic world to fulfill his dream to bring education closer to homes. Please join me in welcoming Mr. TJ Gupta, co-founder and COO of Bachpan School and AHPS group of schools across India. Welcome to Great Principles, sir. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you, Seema ji. Thank you, great principal and entire team. You have said so many things about me. So I'm very young. I'm just 40, and hope to learn from this platform. Every time I come on platform, I always say like good to get across a parent, student, because last 18 months we are missing those faces. We are missing everything. So good to be on any platform which is there for us.
Thank you so much, sir. So we all are looking forward and to know the person who has recently been awarded, 40 and 40 award also. So to all my viewers, as sir mentioned, sir is always looking forward to reach out with his message to all of you. So let us now unveil his journey. So we will begin, sir, by knowing where it all started. Your Once Upon a Time story is an ongoing narrative. It started 18 years back and it's all going with same passion and dedication that I must mention. So, sir, I would like to ask you here, how do you manage to keep abreast or recent pedagogies necessary for early effective childhood schooling?
Right. Look, before going to the question, diving into the question, I'll start the background first. We started the first preschool with the name of Bachpan in 2004. So the idea was very clear. At that time, the market was not that fragmented. It was quite desegmented kind of market, and there were no kind of branded preschool except one or two schools in India. So the idea was to drive something in the market and to move to tier 3, 4, 5 great cities. So we started a journey on a great note. Within first 3 years, we got to 100 schools. So there was the idea was developed that yes, it has scope. India needs more and more number of schools. And as we are talking about, like I think we have more students than schools. Still, India lacks schools. Wherever we open a school, even in village also, we get a great number of students even within first 3 4 months. So by 2010-11, we developed a good number of network. Almost 500 schools were working. Now the time was there to modify and to dive deep into the technology part. So we thought of developing our own e-curriculum, and by 2012-13 we developed our own smart class content, then robotics, then talking pen, virtual reality. So I think the pedagogy kind of thing comes with the technology. I think right now, last year we are facing the problem with the part of schooling, but believe me, we were quite ready with the technology part. 23rd March, Modi ji announced about the lockdown. 1st of April, we were ready with our app because it was already there. We just need to integrate some bit of curriculum. So within first week, we got almost all the students back on the app itself. Yes, challenges were there because parents or students were not that friendly with the app, but from our side, we were quite ready. So what Bachpan has done into these last 4 5 years from 2015 to 19, we keep on developing technology, we keep on developing innovations and connecting the parents to a single platform whereby we can impart anything and everything to them. So our platform is quite open, our things are quite simple and friendly, and it suits everybody. Just to mention here, last year when the online classes were going on, everybody was asking for some charges, 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees for the app. We haven't charged a single rupee from any of the parent. The app was completely free for every parent. Every parent, the app was free. Because the motive was that the parents should be connected to us without missing anything. Yes, Students have learned 40-50% of the whatever been shown to them, because you can understand a physical or maybe we'll come back on that question. A digital school is something different, but at least मैं बोलता हूँ that 50% learning is also very important. ठीक है, we didn't get the physical thing, we didn't get sports, we didn't get that emotional skills, but at least the basic learning skills or the vocational knowledge keep on going with these trends.
Brilliant answer, sir. I totally agree that if you are having all the technological advancements and you are going with the technology, then you are totally updated. And we cannot shy away from this. Technology and education both have to be there together, and that is imperative. We cannot, just go away with it. So, here I would like to ask from you. I have a 4-year-old son, and he just doesn't want to do his schooling on screen. How do you manage with these little ones? The preschoolers, they're still yet younger to him.
The common problem now you're speaking as a mother, so this is the problem with every parent, as we were discussing that. And look, April only the problem was very big. No 2-year child, 3-year child, 4-year child is still a little bit broad one, but we have 2-year, 2.5-year kids also, and which just take an admission in March and they didn't see the school at all. So now they were Zoomers and teachers were roomers. So Zoomer and Roomer, when these two things matched up, initially it was very difficult to make the child sit on the screen. And moreover, don't take it otherwise, we found it more difficult to treat the parent actually. As a mother, your first concern was that, sir, my kid is studying 1.5 hour on screen. So what will be happening to his eyes? It will be so harmful. Another 1.5 years saying for activities, how you are going to teach sports, how you are going to change the handwriting. But as you're talking about, I'm telling you, something is better than nothing. At least you are getting 40-50% of you were not supposed to get. Suppose if there was no technology, no Zoom, believe me, you and me were not meeting, and these classes are not going to happen. So we should Zoom came as what we call as Bhagwan Ram in some avatar, and then Microsoft Teams and other platforms came. So something is better than nothing. At least something was going on. So for us, difficult part was to manage the parents actually. It took us almost 3-4 months to manage the parents, but slowly parents also graduated. Teachers was second big problem. They were not accustomed to these kind of technologies. They were not accustomed to this online teaching. They were into physical thing. Again, they took almost 3-4 months. I feel that by August, September, the things were quite normal and quite acceptable in terms of reading. Now the second problem comes with the assessment or the curriculum, which was again a big issue. How you will assess the parents, how you will assess the kids, because that is quite essential. How do you manage the notebooks? So as we moved on to the app, we created everything on the app, the assessment, the test, the experience zones, everything was built up around our learning app. And I think we got almost 60-70% of the correct way of working on that app. I'm not saying 100% school can be run on any platform. Again and again, I'm repeating, we need to come back to the school as soon as possible, because without that, that education can't be complete. But yes, at least now for the future, we have a hybrid model whereby we'll be expecting 5 days a week, the regular school, 1 or 2 days we can involve kids also on that. And moreover, we can involve now parents also. As a parent, you are working and you can't attend PTM maybe on Saturdays, on Fridays. But yes, you can attend a Zoom presentation for at least 15-20 minutes. Individually, teacher can give you insight about your kid. That is what you want. You need not to go to the school and wait for another 2 hours, 3 hours when the teacher gets free. So look at the positive side of this pandemic, and I think schools like us and other schools also have done a wonderful job. Just to mention here, I was talking to a small city school. They have taken classes on WhatsApp also, and they almost took 90% of the parents on WhatsApp classes. All the parents paid full fees because they were completely satisfied. For me, it was surprising how they managed to do it. But again, as per their resource, as per best of their knowledge, they have done a wonderful job. So every school has done something. If we are on app, somebody is doing in WhatsApp, somebody has taken Microsoft Teams. So I think that kind of scenario was built up at that time, and future to come, it's great to do.
I really love the point, sir, where you mentioned, that some kind of education must go on, learning must go on rather than not having it. So yes, this is a stopgap solution and children need to come back to schools. That is a fact. But, as you said, hybrid is the new reality that we all are going to accept. And I think it really has a lot of more positive things than we talk about the negatives. Sir. And talking about parents of toddlers, sir, our children were born with screen, to be honest. When I move out in the restaurants, I see all the children, they're sitting with the camera and they're just feeding. So giving that reason that my child is, on the screen and how his eyes, I think that's all vague reasons. And we all parents need to understand that our children see much more screen than, they are doing at schools. So some very valid points are here brought up here that yes, children get used to it. It's more difficult the part as parents. So requesting all the parents out there, always cooperate. That is the best thing we can do. So going ahead in a conversation, sir, you became an educator and then you went to establish schools that would be the source of income for other worthy educators and place for quality learning too. So what are the measures we must ensure to make teaching effective and all-inclusive?
Right. So past 17 years, we have close to 1,200 schools, and you can say moreover 900 entrepreneurs are attached with us. Good part is that this business is quite fruitful for ladies like you who have little time for their job and can't go a full-time job. Our play school simply runs from 9 to 12, 12:30. So it's an easy going business. So moreover, most of our entrepreneurs are from your age bracket only. To track them or to keep them on a single platform, we devise entire manual from day one, from like right from once the school is being comes to us, we design their interiors, we design their curriculum, we design their marketing strategy, then we help them in bringing admissions, then we help them in teaching part, manuals, curriculum, trainings, employment assistance. So everything is a part of package which is being given by the company. Look, why we get from zero to this number, because of our support system. If support is not there, you won't be able to get a number of students. A handful number of students means even getting 100 students is difficult for a single owner, but for Bachman it's very easy. It's not only brand. Yes, of course, brand works. I think 50% is what brand works. If you have a child with a brand name, you will bring your child to the school just for the inquiry. But once you are not satisfied, you're not going to admit your child. And my apologies for that. It's more difficult to satisfy a parent in a school, and that too in a preschool, because you have a small child, 2.5 years. First time you're handing your child to somebody else. So it comes as a responsibility also, and it comes as a great kind of what we can say a sense of satisfaction also. If I'm not able to satisfy you as a parent within first 30 days or 20 days, I won't be able to get a next reference for that purpose. So for that purposes, we have a complete manual or set structured system whereby all the things are taken care of, be it safety, security. 17 years we are working, we didn't have any single safety issue in any of the branch, and we have taught more than 6 lakh students. So the kind of measures we have taken across India, I think that in that terms we have done a commendable job for ourselves. And secondly, even during COVID, our schools have turned up to the digital education or the hybrid education. So at least something is continued by that time, and parents have realized this factor. Now they are pretty much acceptable that getting to a good school, getting to a better school is always have done wonders. We have seen small schools also, maybe one classroom school, two classroom school, which were not able to provide anything. So that chain got break up. For me, the most biggest problem was that once the child has left the school, even not attending the online classes, what is going to happen with him or her? I don't know. After 2 years, when your child is going to the school, what actually he knows or she knows about school. I have my nephew who is 3 years old. February, he has taken the admission, not going to any school, only the online classes were going on, and now suddenly his school, physical school is opened up. So believe me, एक बच्चे ने school देखा ही नहीं, and now he is a senior. So college first year, and now you're going to third year. It's actually like that. So if you compare a first year to a third year child, mine to first year wala hi hai, but the classroom are for third year. So again, except for a child, so hard to take that. But yes, if we have something structured, curriculum, systematic, problems are a little less, which we felt Bachpan we didn't face such kind of problems in that terms.
Certainly. So what I understand is that to have a uniform structure, to have a uniformity among all the branches and running so many schools together, one need to have a perfect plan of action in hand, a process set, implementing that and ensuring that that is executed. And then it is all the teamwork. And I think that is being brilliantly handled by the entire team and brilliantly being executed under your leadership and the other leaders. And that is the result that where Bachpan is today. So, sir, a heartiest congratulations to you and your team for doing such a wonderful job and ensuring the quality across all the branches. So, going ahead, sir, talking about the quality assurance and all Bachpan schools and AHPS schools, there are 1,200 branches all around, and your devotion has around it needs a recognition, and that recognition has already been awarded multiple times at multiple forums. You people have been recognized and awarded. So, sir, here, sir, it's kind of a celebrity status for you now. Someone who is owning so many branches there. So, how are Bachpan and AHPS group of schools different from other schools, and what is that X factor that makes them unique and recognized?
Awards will only give you a motivation. I didn't feel that giving awards something you are very great or doing something very good. Believe me, in India, very few awards are getting that kind of status. Every day we keep on getting calls for the award, but generally we don't go with the paid category. If something there is genuine, that is bound to come. And moreover, the best award is our parent satisfaction. Believe me, till today, I love to interact with the parents. And last 18 months, I only miss like talking to them. Whenever we go to any school, we just check how satisfied they are, what are the problems they are facing. Once we talk to them, once I'll talk to as a parent for 5 minutes now, I'll go to understand what is your child problem and what I need to improve. Frankly, for me, the biggest award is that even if I do a like 15-minute talk, I get a single input from my school. That is the biggest award. So for me, the 97-98% satisfaction ratio is the biggest award for us as Bachpan. Individual award or category awards mentioned only for the Facebooks and only for your website. It doesn't create an impact. I believe so. It doesn't create an impact in that manner. So when we created a system for Bachpan or when we brought up the system for Bachpan, our whole idea was that only to get, this is a new thing. I think you don't knew that. We are only 100% to the franchise model. Bachpan doesn't operate any school of their own. We never focus on doing one individual thing. We're always focused on doing the group category. That's why we didn't bought any school, because we thought our focus would be shifted upon that particular K-12 school or the play school. For us, every school is individual, but yes, getting up to the number, getting up to the satisfaction level is the biggest thing we feel as a school. And moreover, we have partners which are there for 16, 17 years. Means we have seen their children growing and now attending their kids' wedding also. So again, that is a great journey. Now it's like a family. And believe me, we are doing very few things for the marketing. Most of our new partners are only the reference partners, which knew about us or somebody has referred somebody else. So this is the ratio I'm saying, okay, like this is the biggest income for me, that I have such a satisfaction ratio across India. And if you have doing something good, you're bound to get everything what you desire. So technical Amitabh is Amitabh, nothing can be compared. And at that stage, everything comes to you automatically. So believe me, now everything is coming to us automatically. We are not, in fact, we are saying this to our team that wherever you go, this brand name is working, but you need to dive another into the sector, deep dive into the level and get something out of it. So I believe the parents' satisfaction or the numbers are the recognition of their wholesale approach.
Certainly, and parents are the brand ambassador. When they are satisfied, they are bound to refer more parents, and ultimately, school is going to flourish. And as you said, keep doing the good work. Success is bound to come. So you mentioned that you have the franchisee model. So is it that Bachpan has a given framework of that is supposed to be followed, and the franchise owner has the liberty of running the school at his will? If few changes he wants to make as per the area requirement or as per the parents, does he has the liberty to do that?
80% no. 80% they have to follow according to the company, because we have done a deep study about every state, about every city, the economics, the fee structure. So most of the thing, I'll say frankly, undoubtedly, we control 80% of the things. For example, the fee structure, they can't change their fee structure. But yes, they are discussed before making a structure. Same way curriculum, they can't change the curriculum, they can't change the technology. But yes, they are at freedom to add their own inputs. For example, there's a set manual for teacher how she has to teach. But as a teacher, she can add anything into that curriculum, but can't minus anything which is being provided from the company side. So 80 to 85% they are operated on the model given by the company. Only 10 to 15% flexibility is being given to them. Just to quote a simple example, if you go to Cafe Coffee Day or any other chain, you get a coffee as per the recipe given by the company. But if you are not enjoying a coffee, they can give you another coffee free of cost. This is how the model works. So school can add anything, but they can't change the basic formula uh, for doing anything. Otherwise, what will happen? If the parent are getting transferred from one city to another, they can't get the same recipe. So that is a part of success. Our success that the recipe should be similar, but yes, you can add some masala and add all those things as per the requirement.
Wonderfully explain the concept, so keep the recipe same and just as per your taste, you add whatever you want a little more to make it, more appealing to your taste buds. So
But that should be spicy. That should be sweet.
it should be sweet. Yeah, it should, ultimately follow the taste of the main recipe that it's supposed to be taste sweet. So it should say taste sweet. You cannot just make it spicy as Sir mentioned. So yes, sir, nicely explained. And I really like the way you, connected the both examples here. So sir, so much planning, so much of hard work, dedication. I'm sure there must be some person who is behind this inspiration. So we would like to know about, who is your role model?
Look, I'm a avid cricket fan, diehard cricket fan. So, but only up to the like watching that. So I believe I have heard in an interview from Sachin Tendulkar, like one line he used to say, "Keep chasing your dreams; they do come true." So I think he has mentioned these lines in almost 20, 30 interviews. So I've gone with that line, and our business proposal says this line only. So we believe that we could get a number from a small room in 200 square feet. Now we are spanned across so many cities, so many countries. We feel that's our space only. So now we have schools in Nepal and Bangladesh too. So we expanded our horizon also from other parts of, and soon we are having schools in Singapore. So I believe that we should always see the dream, but to get that dream true, as a parent, as a owner, as a franchise model, you should get everything behind it. You should put up everything behind it. So if you are dedicated to doing one thing without changing your focus, 100% you are bound to get success. And that is the recipe for even for our future student to come. Let them get them free from whatever they want to do. Every student can't be, though this is not a topic, every student can't be in the same level. Don't expect 90, 95, 99% numbers. I'm an academician and my daughter is a 75% child. But I'm pretty happy she is good in other skills. She might become RJ, she might become a journalist, she might become, there are too many career options. The recipe is that she should have a vision, what she has to do. If she has that vision and we support that, so I think success is bound to come. Maybe not in 5 years, maybe 10 years, maybe 7 years, doesn't matter. If you're doing it good at doing something and doing 100% that, success is bound to come.
So if I put it up, there is inspiration, role models, living legend all around us. All we need to do is, focus on our goal, give our 100% to it, and there are no shortcuts to success. These days, the startup culture, everything fast paced, but quick results people want. So things doesn't happen overnight. You need to put in 100% of efforts. Wonderful, sir. This makes me to reach the very interesting segment of the show, which is called rapid fire round. Sir, you have to answer in one word or a statement. Right. So here goes the first question. You spend your recreational time indulging in activities like?
Cricket, sports.
No wonder Sachin Tendulkar is your role model. All right. Which is your favorite genre of music?
Maybe the ghazal side.
All right. Which sporting event thrills and excites you?
Every all the sporting events.
Tea or coffee? Your wake up buddy is?
Nothing. I rather than drink no coffee during morning.
All right. A celebrity who inspires you?
Maybe Mr. Kalam.
Certainly. Great. So it was great to know you in this segment, sir. Now we reach to the viewer's choice question. Our viewers keep on sending many questions, and this one is a little harsh one, sir, which they have put up. But yes, I will ask this. What is there is, sir, these days, my children has also gone to preschool, and then when they enter the mainstream school, what the difference I found was they were, very much, it was kind of a feeder for them, because preschool was a kind of feeder. They were not afraid of the environment. They were used to leaving me, they were not clinging around, and they were not afraid. They were very comfortable, and they bid me goodbye. The children, those who haven't seen preschool ever, I could see that difference. But now my viewers has a very harsh question, and they say preschool are looked upon as commercial, unregulated segment. And in earlier days, there was no such concept of early learning and schooling and getting ready for the school. And we have multiple preschool in locality itself these days. Every next lane there is a preschool, and not all of them adhere to early learning pedagogies. So what is there? What is the need of preschool, and how do we as parents determine schools' meritorious worth?
Right. So I'll divide this question into two parts. First part was the commercial part. Look, everything comes with a price tag. I'll be very blunt and I will be very, very diplomatic with this interview. Everything comes with a price tag. If you're getting something good, you have to pay price for that. It's up to you, your choice. If you simply make a dal makhani at home, maybe 70-80 rupees is the cost. We can get sufficient dal makhani for 4 people at house. Same way, if you go to a dhaba, it costs you 180 rupees. A 5-star, a 3-star maybe 300, and a 5-star maybe 1,000 or 2,000 rupees also. It's up to us what kind of environment we are going to eat that dal makhani. So in the name of school is a boundary wall with 8 to 10 rooms. But what actually you are teaching in a school, what kind of environment, what kind of teachers you are going to recruit, the cost depend upon that. For example, our all teachers are NTT or BEd trained with minimum 2 to 3 year experience. I can't get a teacher within 4,000-5,000 rupees. But yes, a local school can operate on that scenario. Same way, my infrastructure cost even for a preschool is 20 lakh rupees, which is almost double of what a local school can do. We're not into a 3 classroom kind of school or 2 classroom kind of school. We are a big school with minimum 2,000, 2,500 square foot of area. And believe me, we are facing problem of this in the cities like your Pune, Mumbai, because the space is a constant and rentals are very high. But again, Bachman is not ready to change his model, and we are always look out for a bigger space. So again, that always costs something to the franchisee. So of course, if I'm not operating even on 10 to 15% margin, there's no way of doing anything. This is how we determine a fee structure. I'm not saying our fee structure is same for across India. We have 1,200 schools. 1,200 different fee structure are there. Every school has a different fee structure. But yes, that is as per the area, as per the locality, as per the standard, and as per the facilities demanded by the parent. We are working in villages also where nobody wants AC. But if I'm in Pune without AC, I won't get even one admission. Am I right or wrong? So again, the costing depend upon the FISIA or upon the structure of the school. So I think this is the first part of this question. Second part, can you repeat once again the meritorious part?
Second part was, what is the need of for preschools, and how do we as parents determine school meritorious worth?
Requirement for a preschool starts when your child turns 24 months. I always say don't send your child, even if they are less than 24 months, until you have a problem that you are working. But yes, a 24-month child needs a basic grooming, which is nowadays impossible at home. Earlier, during my time, our parents were at home. My father came back at 5 p.m. Our grandfather is always at home. So we keep getting of that grooming. I'm not saying about the academic part, but their overall grooming keeps on happening in school. Nowadays, families are not, families are nuclear. So going to the reverse side, we are not joint families. Nuclear families are there. No learning or nothing is happening at home. If you look at any of the child, a 3 or 4 year child, is 19 hours, or maybe, sorry, is 14-15 hours. Out of that, how much time is productive and non-productive? Just divide that time, simply fit that schedule, what your child is doing, how many hours, like you were mentioning about screen time. So screen time is not bad. Productive or unproductive screen time, we need to identify. So if my child is looking at Discovery, for me, even 2 hours, I can't stop her. So 2 hours is okay. But if she's looking at something on YouTube, that is quite harmful. So I'm saying that time need to be divided. Same way, we need to decide what actually we want to give our child while they're going to a formal school. So we are a bridge gap, or we are the, like you can say, that roof which is there for the child. In terms of content, I always say there's nothing, any preschool offers us any special content. Nowadays, go to YouTube, much better learning videos are already given over there. We have much better curriculum as compared to Bachpan in market. You get to US, Amazon.us or YouTube, you can get quite. I'm not there to teach any curriculum. I'm just making your child ready for the formal school. How to eat his food, how to carry his bag, how to tell shushu potty to the teacher. So I am there. My requirement ends there that I'm giving you ready for the bridge. But yes, if as a parent you feel you can do all these things and you have so much time, you can skip a play school. There's no compulsion for setting a play school. Villages, we don't have so many play schools, and even then, child is moving. So it's up to the parent choice. I'm not saying it's a compulsion thing, up to you. But yes, keeping nowadays conditions, like we need 90% we need a play school. Third part, third part of this question was that how we keep on maintaining. Like, look, as I already mentioned, we have a structured or a formulated system for everything. So everything goes with a pipeline, and that pipeline is smooth from bottom to end. When the child goes to the pipeline, day by day he's getting something, and that thing you can see within 1 month. You can observe that. When we came across parents, they keep on asking, sir, when my child is going to write, when my child is going to speak in English, when my child is going to ask for something, when my child. So again, all these expectations are fulfilled as per the time lapses. I think Bachpan, within first 2.5 months, our child knows how to write, because very first day we give them a color and ask them to do something on a respective kind of system. So I think with the system or with the pipeline, these queries do remove, and we have high number of reference admissions which believe that everything is going smooth. The day we keep getting stop getting references, we need to do advertise for admissions. I think that would be a bad day for us, because it would be difficult at that time. Our quality is of course hampered on that day.
Brilliantly answered, sir. I must say you answered all this part very nicely, and I'm sure my viewers must have understood that quality also comes with a price tag. As you mentioned, yes, in Pune we have all kind of facilities in preschools. You know, there are AC classrooms. There is a very good restaurant cuisine food is coming on. There are so many maushis attending the child, and you know, so many maids are there helping the child out. They are dressed up 3 times in the school itself. 3 different uniforms are there. What all, you know, you name them and the facility is there. All kind of things are there, and that is, as you rightly mentioned, and that is the price that you're supposed to pay. And I am the product of both, you know, a joint family and a nuclear family. I've seen it both. I've seen my 2 children growing in different environment, and that is where I can truly relate. So to all my viewers, sir ने बहुत rightly ये बात बताई है कि जब बच्चा joint family में है, तो there are so many faces, so many minds teaching him, attending him. Today, I'm in a nuclear setup. I'm working. My child is there at home. Who's there to guide him, to teach him? So that is where the preschool comes in picture. Very wonderfully explained. So today we all talk about give me space, give me privacy, mera ghar, nuclear family. So, and that is the reason we see so many preschool growing. So I think sir brilliantly answered. So wonderfully explained what is the need, what is the right thing. And yes, there are lot many advantages to preschooling. A child learns to social, child learns to be independent, to be away from home, be more comfortable with strangers, and so many other things, you know, from writing skills. So sir wonderfully answered all the segments. Very honest, candid, and insightful conversation it was. I truly enjoyed each and every answer given by you. There was, you know, every answer was very meaningful, and I'm sure my viewers are going to gain a lot. Thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to interact, sir.